So, according to Skyfire, the sunset light is supposed to be very good over Mount Rainier tonight. Don't really have a chance to get into Mount Rainier itself because the east side of the park is closed for the winter. But I'm going to try and find a location outside with some nice foreground interest to give us a chance to get the sunset light over it. So I'm going to drive down to Enumclaw, and I think I know a place which would have a barn that can serve as foreground. And we'll see how it works. Well, I'm here. Got a sort of an odd situation though, because the whole point of this is sunset light on Mount Rainier with the barn in front of it. Well, the barn's there, and there's some interesting lenticular clouds over toward Rainier, but they're kind of partly obscuring the mountains, so I'm not sure if we're going to get much of a view at all at this point. I'll just try to set up and see what comes out of it, but it may be very difficult to actually get sunset light here. So here's the shot I have right now. Hopefully the camera will focus on that. Got it lined up so that you have the mountain at one of the third lines and the barn at the other. I'm running at f11 aperture priority, 1/20th of a second at ISO 100. Now the problem I got right now is going to be that we get a lot of these trucks and cars coming through, which has not been the case when I've been here before, but I've been for rush hour, so I'm going to have to time this one really carefully. And I probably could put it on continuous instead of self-timer, because I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to judge that. So here's a test shot I'm going to take right now. Okay, I just looked at that with the histograms on, and it was giving me somewhat overlit, so I'm going to have to take down the exposure compensation by about 2/3 of a stop and see what happens there. First had been thinking I wasn't going to use any filters on this, but after looking at it a bit I thought maybe it would improve with a little with polarizer, and indeed it did. So I now have a circular polarizer on the front, and still not great light, but it's interesting. Well, I think that's probably about the best we're going to see with Rainier itself. Its light's starting to fade there. So I'm just going to take this camera and turn it around to look across the field here and see if anything interesting happens once the sun goes down on this side. Okay, I've got it set up for this other shot here, this side. I'm not really hopeful about it. See, I wanted to get the tree in there as the foreground, but I also wanted to not have those power lines up there. Those power lines are a complete pain in the neck, and I don't want to have to try taking them out. So I try to maneuver in so you get the tree but not the lines. Now, it's obviously a very contrasty scene. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to bracket this and go with HDR, so we shall see what happens. That was about it. Wasn't the light I was hoping for, but I might have some interesting stuff there. Anyway, it was a nice time outside, although I'll need to remember to bring gloves next time because it was freezing. But we shall see how it works out.